There was a protest. I almost said big protest, but it was like 7 people outside of Frank White's home yesterday. This was part of the Sunrise Movement KC group. They are just a super woke socialist. And I'm not like over egging the pudding here when I say that. They are a socialist group here in Kansas City that tries to get attention on social media. And I suppose you can say I'm giving them some by sharing the story, but it's too good to not share. So they're outside of Frank White's home, and they're protesting the fact that they want to get a vote on the April ballot to potentially, allegedly avoid 1/3 of Kansas City's bus services from being further cut. In addition to cities across the county that already have ended their bus service like Independence, Raytown, and more. That's what they're claiming. They want something on the ballot in April to preserve bus funding. So they stand outside of Frank White's home yesterday. They post this on social media. Here's what it sounded like, and I want you guys to give a grade to their chant that they made up. Oh, gosh. You know, when you don't work for a living, you don't have any kids, you sit around and you're smoking pot and just hanging out and scrolling through social media, you kind of have time to think of catchy slogans and phrases to yell outside of a county executive's home. And here is what this sounded like.
Frank White, do what's right. Fund our buses, join the fight.
Frank, do what's right. Fund our buses, join the fight. All right, there you go. Yep, that's it right there. Give me a grade there, fellas. Frank White, do what's right. Fund our buses, join the fight.
D.
D?
D for me.
Okay, John?
Yeah, I'm going to have to say, get a D for showing up. Get a D for rhyming. Creativity's low.
Okay. Wow, you guys are tough markers today.
Yeah.
I was going to say it.
There's nothing new under the sun there, so you got to work hard.
I was going to give him a C. Gosh, who would have thought I'm giving him the highest marks on this?
Too easy. Frank White and right. Do what's right, you know.
Fund our
Rhymes with
buses.
the last 9.
Join the fight.
What fight?
The fight to save the buses, John.
Okay.
That's the fight.
I see.
Get with the times, man. Jeez.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Frank White, do what's right. Fund our buses. Join the fight. And you know what the best part of this video is? They're in COVID masks.
Oh, good.
I kid you not. Now, you might say, well, their faces are cold. It's cold in Kansas City. Get a freaking real ski mask on then. If you're actually cold, I mean, what do you just, it's kind of chilly out. Let me open the drawer, see what's in here. What do we got? Oh, I got a COVID mask from 3 years ago. I'm sure it's really clean.
They stayed in time, so I'm going to raise their grade to a C.
Oh, wow.
They were in
Give them the
time.
cadence, huh?
I
Yeah,
shamed
the
you.
cadence
I
was good.
shamed you into giving them a better grade.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue with the protest outside of Frank White's home.
Good morning. Outside of Frank White Jr., the Jackson County Executive's home, to tell him and urge him to fully fund our buses. Frank White Jr., will you come out here and talk to us? Will you come out here and make a commitment to fully fund our buses? People, united, never be defeated. People, united, will never be defeated. That's right, that's right.
What is that, little?
Jeez.
Is that Little John?
A little scratching in there. Wiki.
Who invited Little John to the protest? Oh, man, I wonder where he had been. And now I know he's going to rallies with socialists in Jackson County and protesting outside of Frank White's home. I haven't heard him on a hit in a while. Now he's not the Sunrise KC movement. My gosh.
Just add yeah or in there, and then you're good.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, gosh. Yeah, exactly. So these people are not serious individuals, and Frank White is a very difficult person to have any sympathy for, right? There's a recall effort for Frank White, the Jackson County executive. If I was a Jackson County resident, I would sign it. I would sign it 10 times over if I could. But I will say, the Sunrise movement in Kansas City is not helping Frank White in any way. They're not helping their own cause in any way. They're just looking like buffoons on social media. And I suppose giving us fodder for the show, which isn't necessarily the worst thing that could happen.
hey, do what's right. Fund our buses, join the fight.
Yeah.
Hey,
Do what's right.
Fund our buses, join the fight. Outside of Frank.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice job there, Mark. Give me one more. You got to really grunt into it, man.
Yeah.
That's right. You're ready, man. You're ready. Ready for prime time.